Jared Ginsberg, Class Act Sports, signing in Hoboken, New Jersey. We're about to sit down with very special people. Michael Harris, one of the best sports managers and agents around. Also, Dezman Moses, a linebacker for the Green Bay Packers. He just got picked up. So stay tuned for the exclusive interviews and coverage beyond the game, behind the scenes at ClassActSports.com. Class Act Sports is here with Michael Harris of Harris Influence and Best Sports Consultants, and one of his newest clients, Dezman Moses of the Green Bay Packers. We appreciate you guys stopping by. Mike, we had a chance to sit down with you, talk about the great things you're doing with your books and in the community with the players. And here we have one right here who's basically at the initial phase of what Marcus Colston was when you took him on.
Right. Well, Dezman is absolutely a great athlete and a better person, so I'm looking forward to doing things with him in the community and seeing what he could do on the field under different circumstances. Of course, being with Green Bay, it's going to be a lot of pressure to perform because, like I said, they're expected to win the Super Bowl.
Well, I see you have a Defend New Orleans shirt on here, man. You always are doing things in the community. Talk about how much of a match it is and the synergy between you and what you stand for and someone like Michael and what he's been able to accomplish as well.
Oh, Mike's a great person, man. I'm blessed to have him in my life. Even as much as a Christian guy, just influenced me in that way. I really appreciate it. But, I think he's going to be, a huge, important part of my life in the future, and I appreciate him.
As far as his production on the football field, 6'2", 250, a guy that's a high-energy guy, fly around the football field. I'm sure you're excited to see him in that green and yellow.
Oh, yeah. I'm kind of, you're going to, make me blush, man. It's I like seeing, my little brother break out in that thing. So I'm excited about seeing what he could do in that uni. And just period, just seeing him play in the NFL, a great accomplishment and one of his goals since he was a kid. But to have, it's an honor to be able to play for Green Bay. I think it's a blessing. It fit in really well with how he plays and how he brings that defense to that team. So I think it's a great opportunity for him all around.
Based on what you were able to accomplish with some of your other guys, like Marcus Colston and Lance Moore, and some of these other guys that didn't have a lot of notoriety at first, but then on the field and off the field, you were able to help them, come full circle. Here it is, right here. You have someone that was undrafted and ready to do his thing, hungrier than possibly anyone that just was drafted. And just take us through the steps of what you guys are going to be going throughout the next couple of years as he makes his name for himself on the field, but as well as off the field.
Well, first and foremost, it's really important for him to make sure he takes care of his business on the field. And my job as part of the team that's with him, including his contract agent, his financial manager, and things like that, to take care of everything off the field. And the steps that we're taking is that Dezman really wants to do it. And it's important with anybody who I work with and any of my clients that they've got to want to do it. I can't do that part for them. So he has a great passion and enthusiasm of wanting to do things for the community and give back to where he came from, and for those who he hasn't even met yet. So that is what we're building on, putting in place. So all he has to do is step off the field. We do the rest, and then he's himself with his personality. He's not acting. That's really important. And then, God will bless us, and we'll be able to change some people's lives and make a difference in some people's lives in the community.
Yeah, well, Mike, you obviously will work with some big-time guys along the way, Kobe Bryant, Ray Lewis, Marcus Colston. How did you get so lucky to find Mike in this situation to be able to help you in what you're going to try and accomplish on and off the field?
Oh, like I said, it's an extreme blessing to have him in my life. I met him through my father, and ever since I met him, it's just been almost just a perfect marriage. So I think it's just going to work out perfectly. Even in the future, things to come, it'll be, you'll hear more about us, and I'm excited about it.
You're on a short list of some of his clients as far as Marcus Colston, Lance Moore, guys that did their thing and worked their way up, and I see some similarities as far as what you're going to be able to accomplish on the field. So this is really just the beginning from Class Act Sports, sitting down beyond the game, behind the scenes with Dezman Moses, a linebacker that's going to make a name for himself before you know it for the Green Bay Packers, and Michael Harris, who's done such a phenomenal job with these athletes off the field and helped them grow their brand as a business, and most importantly, surround himself and themselves with Class Act and about being a class act on and off the field. So we appreciate you guys sitting down with Class Act Sports. I'm expecting big things from you with the Green Bay Packers. And Mike, obviously, we had a chance to sit down, talk about your children's books that you're doing with Colston and Ratliff and all the great things that you're doing in the community. So my hat goes off to you, both of you guys, and what you've been able to accomplish. And we look forward to tracking all the progress and success over the next couple of years with Class Act Sports.
Thank you. And just wanted to note you can follow Dezman on Twitter and myself. I'm at Harris Influence. You can find me on Twitter and some of the things I'm doing with my clients in the community. And I'll let Dezman tell you his Twitter account.
Hey, man, that's why he's the business manager. He's not going to let that fall through the cracks.
Absolutely. On Twitter, I'm Dezman M, and that's also on Instagram. So you can follow me. I love the fan support, and I'll always reach back and respond.
Hey, we appreciate you guys stopping by. A true class act. Thanks a lot from Class Act Sports. Stay tuned. Keep your eyes on these two fellows, Michael Harris as well as Dezman Moses. I'm Jared Ginsberg. Beyond the game, behind the scenes. Class Act Sports. It's a wrap.
This is Michael Harris from Best Sports Consultants and HarrisInfluence.com, and I'm here with one of my clients.
Dezman Moses from the Green Bay Packers.
And you're watching
Class Act Sports.
Let's do that again.